Hi friends, this is your pal Scott Garibay, and today we are going to talk about Professor Dungeon Master's absolutely fantastic top 20 most popular tabletop role-playing games of 2025. This list he created by looking at the number of events that were run at 2025 Gen Con, the number of tables that had people playing, and number 10 is Pinnacle Entertainment Group's Savage World. And so Savage World was the system. The game was multiples. It was Deadlands. It was Savage World's Deadlands, Savage World's Rifts, Savage World's Pathfinder, Savage World's its own XYZ fantasy realm, and Savage World's. They have a pulp setting. They have like many. It's just like Cypher system, right? Just like GURPS, where it has multiple worlds that you could play. And many of those were built under Savage System. But what's wild is Savage System also ate some other tabletop role-playing games like Pathfinder and Deadlands and what was the other one? There was another one in there too. But they pick up other tabletop role-playing games. Oh, and Rifts. And like, for instance, that's brilliant. Like taking Rifts out of Palladium, great world, terrible rule system, right? And so much better run under Savage Worlds. Now, what is my experience with Savage Worlds? I'm quite familiar with Savage Worlds, and I have played Savage Worlds. I was also gifted Savage Worlds Rifts, which was a wonderful, very nice TTRPG. And here's and so I'm very familiar with it. I don't like it, and the reason why is a lot of people are like, it's simple, and I'm like, no, this is not even remotely simple. It's extremely crunchy, right? And my take is, if I'm going to deal with crunch, I'll just deal with Dungeons and Dragons. I don't need your like Savage Worlds. I have a huge desire for more elegant, simple, fast running systems, and I don't think Savage World is more elegant or fast running than almost anything else out there. But many people do, right? So I just told you, I'm not a really big fan of Savage World, but man, am I proud of them. And my hats are off. My hat is off to Pinnacle Entertainment Group. This is fantastic. If you asked me to guess, where, in popularity in 2025, where Savage Worlds was, I would have guessed 80 or not. I would have guessed it would probably be in the bottom 50, right? The idea that it beat out, that it is on the top 10 list of most popular games is shocking, right? That is just absolutely shocking and extremely impressive. I am extremely impressed that Pinnacle Pinnacle Entertainment Group has been able to do this. This was a huge accomplishment, and they should be extremely proud of what they've accomplished. And I'm proud of them. And not every, I'm not a fan of every game out there. This is just definitely one of those ones where I was just not super impressed. But it doesn't matter. Lots of other people are finding this to be a very useful and highly adaptive, powerful tabletop role-playing game system. Good on Pinnacle Entertainment Group. This number 10, Pinnacle Entertainment Group being Savage Worlds is shocking to me. And this is why I love Professor Dungeon Master's list. It is just so surprising, and I think it really brought a lot of real useful information about what actually is getting played out there. Every single word you just heard is my humble opinion, nothing more, nothing less. The important part is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and send your traffic. Please consider liking, subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.